Hey guys, so a part of doing my back to school series, I decided to make an advice video for freshmen going into high school, and yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not, but then I got requested, so I was just like, okay, why not? So yeah, let's get started with this. So going into high school, you're going into like a new school, so it's gonna be like hard to not get lost. Luckily for me, when I was going into high school in 8th grade, I did like varsity sports, so we were in the high school and I did other activities held in the high school, but for a lot of people the school is entirely new. So another thing I did was that before, like 2 or 3 days before school started, me and some of my friends walked around the school to go to each one of our classrooms, so we kind of know where we're going a little bit better. So if you guys are allowed to do that and like the doors are like open so you can go inside before school actually starts, because the building should be open like 2 or 3 days before, so yeah, that could help if you guys like try to find your way through. And if your school has a map, that'd also be great for you guys. I know my school did, and yeah, that helped a lot. Another thing is that you guys should join like a lot of clubs and sports, because like colleges really look for that. So there's like a ton of clubs really, and you should definitely find one, especially on making new friends, joining a bunch of clubs, meeting new peoples and such. I did clubs like Spanish club, and I met a lot of friends. I did band and like other things that like suit like what you like to do would be great. Like, don't just join a club because like all your friends are doing it, but if you actually like want to try it out and see what it's about, like some of my friends were doing Model United Nations, which is like a club where you debate on countries and topics and such. So I didn't really know what it was, so I went, and turns out I liked it. So I think I should do a ton of clubs. Like if you're into theater, there's like drama department and such. So yeah, there's like a thing for everyone. So yeah. Just a thing with clubs, make sure you join some but not too many. That's what I did last year. I joined like a ton of clubs, and then I wouldn't come home till 10 because I had sports on top of that, and some clubs were like from 6:30 to like 10 o'clock, and then like sports would be like from 4 to 7. So, and then like after school activities would be like from 3 to 4, so I wouldn't go home till 10, and then I'd have to like stay up late doing everything, and then I would go to bed at like 3 in the morning and then wake up at 5, and then I'd have to go and get energy drinks so I wouldn't pass out. So I don't recommend taking too many clubs, just like a good amount. Also, if you can try to join a sport, like I'm not very athletic really, but like I joined a sport too. I joined the golf team because like I play golf with my dad, so yeah, it doesn't, like there's tons of sports like volleyball, like tennis, all these sports. There's even like a bowling team and a swimming team, so if you like want to try a new sport, you could do that, and yeah, that should be good. I'm going to be honest and tell you guys that the friends that you have in middle school aren't going to be the same ones in high school. Most of the people that I was friends in middle school, I barely even talk to now. And you're gonna like you might not have classes with like a lot of your friends, but like you make new friends, and like you find people with like common interests as you. Like my schedule this year, I literally have no one in any of my classes. Like I called like 12 friends and no one's in my classes, so I know what it feels like to be like, oh, no one's in my class. But like you do make new friends, and like there is gonna be that one class where you don't really talk to people. For me last year, that class was band. I didn't like really I didn't really know many freshmen in that class because like we were all sitting in like arranged seats, but like as long as you have like an iPod or something to keep yourself entertained for like those days when you're not doing anything, because like you're always gonna have that one class where you don't talk to people, but for the rest you should always have like a little buddy and that you always talk to. That's what I do. I always like sit next to some of my friends and we just talk and such, and yeah. Oh yeah, and if you and like your friends have no classes together, it's fine to join a club that you guys like together, but don't just do it a club that you're not going to want to be in. Like I wouldn't join like French club because I know nothing in French besides say hi. So like if you guys like don't have any classes together, it's fun to join a club with people because then you get to talk and such, and yeah, it's fun. So yeah, that's what I recommend. And with finding friends, the biggest thing that I find to making friends is having some common interest in music, and like, me and all my friends, we listen to the, like, 85% of my friends listen to the same kind of music as me. And, like, if you see someone with a band t-shirt, don't be afraid to, that you like, don't be afraid to go up to them and be like, hey, I like your shirt, it's really good. And if you see, like, a person with a bracelet on for, like, a specific band, don't be afraid to be like, oh, nice bracelet, I like that band. But, yeah, so me and my friends all like the same taste in music, and, like, I think that's a really good thing if you guys like the same music. Also, even stuff on YouTube that people, like, that people watch. Like, if someone, I remember I was talking to some of my friends, and a lot of them watch Daily Grace, which is, like, my favorite YouTuber, so every time, like, we see each other, we Grace face. If you guys know who Daily Grace is, you should check her out, because she's amazing. But, yeah, and if you guys, like, favorite, like, TV shows, me and a lot of my friends watch the show Awkward on MTV. It's really funny, and, like, yeah, so it's common interest, like, TV, music, like, pop culture stuff. Like, if you guys both like anime, go talk about that. If you see the person's listening to, like, K-pop or something, go talk about that. Like, that's, like, a great way to make new friends, I think, in my opinion. Back to, like, making friends and everything, I wouldn't go up to, like, random people and just be like, hi, how are you? But, like, if someone, like, just smile at everyone. That's what I do. Like, if I, like, they're, like, acquaintances of mine, I'll just, like, smile as I walk by. Like, I won't just be like, hi, I know you're in my class, but, like, just, like, smile at everyone, because, like, that's what I do, and that's how I got by. Also, the best thing you want to do is, like, stay out of, like, arguments and such. Like, stay Switzerland, stay neutral. That's the best advice I could give you, because, like, if, like, I'm not just saying don't have an opinion, but, like, if one of your friends, another one of your friends are fighting, and you're all friends, but then they're fighting, and then what if you, like, agree with one, but then you don't want the other one to stop talking to you? So you stay neutral and stay out of stuff you don't want to be involved in. Get my point? Yeah. Another thing, I wouldn't be scared of upperclassmen, because, like, a lot of them are really, really nice, and, yeah, like, I know, don't just, like, make them mad or annoy them. Like, if you're talking to someone and, like, randomly talking to, like, a senior, like, it would be weird, like, to just go up to someone you don't know. But if you guys are, like, in, like, a room together, like, a club or activity, don't be afraid to go, like, say hello and stuff, but always be really nice to them. Like, I remember, like, don't just, like, be scared of them. Like, I was scared of them in my freshman year, because I was like, what? But, like, I remember I was on lunch line once, and there was this big, muscular, tall guy, and he was just like, oh, hi, what's your name? And I was just like, me? Oh, Danielle. And then the person was really nice, so I was just like, oh, wow, like, some people are just really, really nice. But, yeah, so I wouldn't be scared of them. Just don't make them mad, because, like, I know, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, I hate freshmen. But, like, I have a lot of friends that are freshmen, that are going to be freshmen, and, like, they're all really nice. So upperclassmen and freshmen shouldn't have issues. So as long as you're nice and not, like, annoying and, like, stay in the middle of the hallway or, like, just are very loud and obnoxious, just don't do that. If anything, the upperclassmen are probably going to think you're cute or adorable because you're so much littler. Like, I know, like, when me and my friends were walking, there was this one kid, and he always would, like, be like, oh my god, you're so adorable. I'd be like, thank you. And then he would, like, pick me up for a random reason, and I barely even knew his name. That was weird. But a lot of the seniors probably think you're adorable, as long as you're not annoying. But yeah. Another thing is, for the first, like, 2 or 3 weeks, try to get on the teacher's, like, good side, because you don't want, like, bad teachers. But, like, I'm not saying be, like, a suck-up or, like, a teacher's pet or whatever. But, like, just do your work, hand it in, and get on, like, their good side. And then, you could seriously get away with anything, really. That's what I did in my math class. My teacher, she wasn't, like, a very good teacher, but, like, I always handed my work on time and everything was fine. So she wouldn't care if, like, I texted, like, with my phone, like, visible. Like, she wouldn't care, or if I'm listening to music, like, as long as I'm doing my work. So for the first, like, month, do everything right, no doing anything bad, but then, like, if you have, like, a okay teacher who doesn't mind, and you're already, like, on their good side, you could pretty much get away with anything. I'm not recommending it, I'm just saying, you know. Also, I would, like, think it's important to bring, like, water and, like, snacks and such, in case, like, water, because, like, I have, like, really bad allergies, and I always have, like, a coughing fit where I just can't breathe, so I always bring water with me, and, snacks I think are good. Like, I didn't really bring snacks last year because I had, like, a decent lunch hour, but if you have, like, lunch in the morning like I do. I have lunch at like what, like 9:30. So for the rest of the day I might be starving. So just bring like a little granola bar or something to snack on, as well as if you have lunch at the end of the day, you're gonna be starving all up to that. So just like, a little something to snack on. So, nothing that would be too bad. But yeah, I don't think the first day of school should really be a problem for anyone. I remember on my first day of school, I was requested to talk about this as well. My first day of school, what happened was that it was raining and not fun, and then I went into school and we each got our lockers, but my locker had so many books in it, but they weren't mine. They were all dusty, so then I had to bring them down to the main office and I had to run back up. And yeah, it was really like annoying because it was like my first day of school, like first period class. I had to like do all this running around the building, like where do I bring all these heavy books? And they were all dusty and gross. But yeah, that was pretty much my first day of school. Nothing else really happened. Oh yeah, with lunch, try to get there really, really early, because like if you don't, you might not find a place to sit. I think finding friends in lunch is like the, best thing. But I would get there like really early, so I could sit down and then just look for people who come in, and if you see any friends, just be like, oh hey, and then like maybe they'll sit with you, and then yeah. So because I don't think you want to be sitting alone. So yeah, on lunch, that's what I did. I just sat. I came like kind of like, I didn't come late, but I didn't come that early, and I just sat down with like some people that I knew, and then yeah, seats in lunch always change anyway. Then you meet like all your friends at one table, and you're just like, oh hey. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened to me on my first day of school. And then I came home, and that was it. Also, when you guys go into school, I probably wouldn't bring a backpack on the first day, especially if you're not 100% sure you're going to get your locker. I'm probably just going to bring a binder, a pencil case, and pens and pencils. And that should be it, because, like, pretty much on the first day of school, teachers just go over the rules. Like, I need you to do this, this, and this, and this, and contract, get them signed. And yeah, pretty much just stay on top of things. Like, that's pretty much it, because, like, for my year, I did good in the beginning, then I kind of like slacked off at the end, but then at the very end I like crammed everything so I could do good on all my regions. So just pretty much just do what you're told. Like, don't like be like, oh, it's no big deal if I miss this, because it most likely won't be a big deal, but you still want to like keep on top of everything. And also write your homework down. I'm always lazy with that. Like, I always forget. Usually I remember it, but, like, remember what it was. But sometimes I'll have to, like, text her and be like, hey, what was it again? But yeah, try not to procrastinate. I know that's really hypocritical for me to say, because I do that all the time. But, yeah. So, just try to stay on top of things. Yeah, I heard that if you eat, like, fruit and healthy stuff while you're doing homework, it makes you concentrate better. So, yeah, that's just what I've been told. But, yeah, so I hope you guys found this kind of useful to help you. If you have anything else you want me to talk about relevant to school and such, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you guys. And I know a lot of you have already started school, but I started school on September 4th, so I haven't started school yet, but yeah. So alright, I'll see you later, guys. Bye!